Hello students, how are you all? Let's start the session. Okay. Am I live or not? Let me check my voice in my phone. That is very important. Hi, Raji Sunanda and Rashmitha Sankhi. Live now? Okay. Let's start the session. Okay. Solve this question. You only going to solve the questions. Means I don't know. The students right now. Uh, are you droppers 11, 12 means whatever? Don't worry. If you are joining Vedantu NEET English channel, this is a great opportunity for all of you. So, write question number, then option. Write question number and then option. Okay? Write question number and then option. Answer this question. Question number. Please write question number. Aibadhun Shishwakmi. Yes. What is the mode of transmission for common cold? Now you very well know that this common cold positive agent is rhinovirus. Positive agent is rhinovirus. Okay. Spread by contaminated food and water? No. Bite of mosquito? No. Eat by malaria. Drop sexual contact? No. AIDS. Droplet infection, sneezing and coughing. Okay. So droplet infection. Very nice. Very nice students. Very nice. Question number 2. The major symptoms of filariasis, or we can say elephantiasis. Okay. The major symptoms of filariasis or elephantiasis. Elephantiasis in Hindi called hati paw. Total leg swollen by filarial worm. Butyraria bancrofti. Butyraria bancrofti. So high fever, inflammation of lymphatic vessels of lower limb. Inflammation means swelling, enlargement. Chronic diarrhea or rashes on the skin. Very easy. But the questions I have designed, means 25 questions I have designed, they are very important from NEET point of view. On tomorrow and day after tomorrow, means on 1st May and 2nd May, we are just going to, the main focus of mine is only few questions only. Never go for 100, 200,000 question, but solve a quality question. These include PYQs, NCERT exemplars. Okay, done. It is inflammation of the lymphatic vessels. Now, innate immunity is a type of immunity that is acquired after birth. It is acquiring after birth. It is an acquired immunity. Gained through vaccination, acquired. Gained through maternal antibodies, present from birth. Now, innate immunity has barriers: physical, physiological, physiological, then cellular and inflammatory. They kill the organism in the same way by providing four barriers. What will be the option? It is present from birth. Okay. What is the full form of AIDS? You very well know that AIDS is a fatal disease. Patient death is obvious. Occurs by HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. The virus going to ruin the immunity of a person. So the person's body is prone to disease. Okay. Acquired immunity disease syndrome, present immunosyndrome, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, or acquired immunodeficiency disease syndrome. AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay. Here the acquired immunity decreases so much, the immune cell destroyed, that body is prone to infection for each means ready to prone to disease for any kind of infection. So multiple uh, infections, if they are inside the body, then multiple symptoms will occur. Multiple symptoms will occur, the syndrome. For it. The uncontrolled proliferation, that means division of cells in the body, is the characteristic of, in which case the body will lose the memory of cell programming. Okay. Allergies, autoimmune disease, cancer, or typhoid. Now we very well know that if a cell is in programming, cell will do division like this. Okay. But if cell loses the cell programming, uncontrolled division, it will form a lump, swollen, lump or swollen. Tumor, cancer. We very well know that it is of two type: benign, constricted to one place, and malignant, from one place to another. Which of the following developed for the first time in annelids? Earthworm. Earthworm. Civilization, formation of head, development of true coelom, ectoderm, ectoderm, and endoderm. So this is the coelom or true body cavity. Coelom or true body cavity. Okay. Bounded or lined by mesoderm. Is it clear? Done. Metameric segmentation, repetitive body parts. Repetition of body part. Each repetition is called as metamere. What will be the answer? Tell me. Now, development of coelom and cephalization already seen. The best answer is metameric segmentation. Only specifically present first time developed in annelids. What is the most important reason for the immense success of arthropods? Immense success means they can survive it at any place, even in harsh habitat also. Why? What what is the presence in their body which is making them tough? Tough. Their stress. Have the ability to bear pressure, relaxation, you are going to become the most successful person of your life. Yes, my personal experience. Don't panic, relax. If your mind is overload, relax. If you don't want to do anything, relax. If you're doing anything, relax. Okay? Then you are successful, and successful person is satisfied also. Chitinous exoskeleton, uricotelic nature means removal of nitrogen containing waste product in the form of uric acid. Compound eye multipurpose appendages. This chitinous exo hard. What is not true for a generalized mollusk? Wrong. Wrong. Not true means false. In NEET, these type of question, students not reading the question carefully and they will create negative marking. Please, again I'm telling you, read the question very carefully. This is the only strategy I literally want to convey to all the students, that you have done with all the theory, you have done with all the practice, you are very confident. But if you're not reading the question carefully, you will create the most blunder in your exam. Not reading question properly. So what kind of thinking you made for the question, according to that you will going to tick the answer. So very clear. Please write the question also. 9. Not true, wrong. That is not present every time. Tell me. This mental cavity with the gills. Now, hemoglobin, that is bonded to carbon monoxide and therefore cannot transport oxygen, called hemoglobin bonded to carbon monoxide. What kind of chemical, what kind of compound it will form? Carboxy. Okay. If hemoglobin bonded to oxygen, it is going to form oxyhemoglobin. Okay. If hemoglobin is bonded to carbon dioxide, it will form carbaminohemoglobin. Okay. So this association, if CO is more, affinity of CO increases to hemoglobin. Definitely hemoglobin affinity decreases towards oxygen. Trachea divides into right and left bronchi. First it is bronchus, then it is bronchi. Bronchus, further division to bronchi, further division to bronchiole. Okay, further division to bronchiole. No, 7 cervical vertebra, no. No chance of neck. Third, fifth, or seventh, it is 55. This is trachea, windpipe. Okay. They are bounded by C-shaped cartilaginous ring to prevent the collapsing of bacteria. Cartilaginous ring. Done. Question number 12. Contraction of diaphragm. Contraction of diaphragmic muscle, phrenic muscle involved in mechanism of breathing. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Okay. So, increases volume of thoracic chamber in antero-posterior axis. Increases the volume of thoracic chamber in the dorso-ventral axis. Decreases the volume of thoracic chamber in the antero-posterior axis, or decreases the volume of thoracic chamber in the dorso-ventral axis. Now, there is no question of dorso-ventral. Always antero-posterior. Now, contraction of diaphragm always increases the volume in antero-posterior axis of thoracic chamber. So, when volume increases of thoracic chamber of lungs, pressure automatically, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So, if pressure decreases, air flows, that is oxygen, from atmosphere to lungs of thoracic chamber. Okay, inhalation. If we want to do exhalation, relax the muscles of diaphragm. It is the volume, increase the pressure. Name the chronic, means from long time. Since long time. Respiratory disorder due to cigarette smoking. Now, cigarette smoking cause the deposition of carbon particles. Okay. Carbon particles on the wall of alveoli decreases the gaseous exchange very much. Cause dizziness, restlessness, as oxygen is not available properly for cellular respiration. No proper oxidation of food. No asthma, no respiratory acidosis, alkalosis. It is emphysema. Very important question, repetitive question of NEET. Approximately 70% of carbon dioxide. This is easy question. Transported as bicarbonate ion. Just a minute. Just a minute. Actually, light has gone, and due the smart board is taking too much voltage, so sometime it will shut down. Don't worry. I'll going to on it again. Just a minute. It is a live recording. Don't worry. Nothing is missed. Just a minute. It is a very high panel, so sometime butter suddenly not able to take the backup. Continue. Just a minute. Then 70% transported as bicarbonate ions. SCO3 minus ion. H2CO3, carbonic anhydrase enzyme. Okay, done. Sorry for the interruption, but cannot do anything. Very high voltage powered panel. Okay, voice is okay now. Okay, done. Now, most obvious and complicated feature of living organism, without exception. Here, exception, some unfertile couples, ability to grow in ability to grow inside to cell division, non-living also show presence of complex system. Some don't have, but still showing metabolism in vitro test tube. But the ability to sense the surrounding means self-awareness property. Self-awareness. Done. Oxytocin hormone helps. Now, this hormone always produced by hypothalamus. Hypothalamus of by the neurosecretory cell and pour into posterior lobe of. Okay, so it helps in ovulation. No. Lactation but not childbirth. No. Childbirth but not lactation. Lactation and childbirth. Means milk ejaculation. and childbirth. Contraction of uterine muscles. Question number 17. The term detritivore includes the term detritivore includes now detritivores are microbial heterotrophs. The term detritivore includes microbial heterotrophs, means small size microorganisms who are not able to produce their own food. Heterotrophs. Okay. Primary consumer big size, secondary consumer, because primary consumer are herbivores. Secondary consumer are carnivores and more big size carnivores. Autotrophs are green plants or producers. And detritivore are those heterotrophs which act on dead and decaying organisms, plant and animal matter. Also known as scavengers. Done? NPP. Now, NPP, net primary productivity minus respiratory loss, GPP. ठीक है? GPP. So NPP related to your producer level, GPP till your producer level, but consumer level secondary productivity. So you very well know consumed by producer because respiration is a metabolism. Plants capture approximately this percentage of sun's energy, and other trophic level capture about this percent of the energy available to their food. Now we very well know that this follow 10% rule, Lindman's rule. Flow of energy. Now sun will never give so much energy to you. Very, very not too much. 10, 60 no, 10, 1 no, 60, 10 no. 1 and 10. Okay. Number 20. Which trophic level is incorrectly defined? Carnivore, secondary or tertiary consumer, it is true. Decomposer, microbial heterotroph, it is true. Herbivore, primary, it is true. But omnivore only include fungus. No, it is not true. So incorrect means false. And yes, it is false. The last question. At the trophic level of consumers, the rate at the trophic level of consumers, the rate at which food is assimilated, that is stored. Now, consumer level, TPP producer, NPP producer, secondary productive. Okay, students. So this is all about your today's session. Now on tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we are going to solve the questions. Okay. Vedantu NEET English channel, daily 6 p.m.